Welcome to TCC Should You Pull in 5 minutes or less. I'm Mark, one of the hosts of the Crystal Chronicles podcast, your weekly source for all things Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. You can check out all of our links and content at tccpodcast.com. This week, we're going to be looking at Awakening Wave VIII. We have two banners to look at, and we're going to be asking that important question, should you pull? Let's check out our first banner. Our first banner brings us Prishe EX, Kefka EX, and Radiant's 15 and 35 CP. This is a pretty self-explanatory banner as none of these characters get EX realizations. So, should you pull? That's a big no from me. I'm going to be skipping this banner and just doing my free multi-pull. Now, if you are a fan of Prishe, if you're a fan of Kefka, or even Radiant, don't worry, they're all coming back with a vengeance as they have EX realizations coming this summer, and each of them are paired with an excellent partner. You can see in the slide who they are. Look forward to that this summer. Banner 2 is much more interesting. That is Onion Knight EX with his realization, Yuri's new EX with his realization, and Ash's 15 CP and 35 CP. If you're looking for Ash, she does come out in April with Fran EX and EX+. But let's look at the two highlights of this banner. Both Onion Knight and Yuri are mixed kits. They do different damage types, but both are element damage dealers. Onion Knight can enchant the entire party with ice and do ice damage, also imperil the ice element. Yuri is AoE holy damage and can imperil holy damage. Both of these characters are excellent for some upcoming content, bosses that resist multiple damage types, including one of the bosses or a pair of bosses on Dimensions and Entropy Tier 8. So if you are skipping Lulu, this is definitely a banner to look at, but should you pull? Sorry friends, for me this is a big fat no. Now partly because I already have Onion Knight and I am going to fully realize him. Now if I didn't have Onion Knight and if I was not planning to pull on Lulu, her EX does allow her to enchant and imperil the fire element, I probably would consider this banner. I certainly wouldn't give it gems, but I may throw a couple hundred tickets in it like I am planning to do with the Lulu banner. Now, if you love Yuri, he is great for newer players and not a terrible character, but given all of the cool characters we had last month and some pretty cool characters in the coming months, this might be a banner to just have a fine skip on. No worries. And if you're not worried about certain chaos fights or Dimensions and Entropy Tier 8, or if you think you can just burn through it with some other strategies, which there are some, I think this is a safe no. Well, friends, thank you for listening. Remember, should you pull is my opinion only. Do your own research. Look at all of the different choices you can make and think for yourself. Now check out all the default resources and all of our fellow content creators, and join us Thursday night live on Twitch as we record the podcast, or check it out right here on YouTube or on any podcast service. Remember, tccpodcast.com will get you connected. Well, until the next podcast or the next Should You Pull in 5 minutes or less, this has been Mark wishing you the best of luck on all your pulls, and goodbye.